Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you are doing great today. This is Said Hassan from Bixpan. Today we are learning how to create this visual. Hooray! So, are you ready to learn new techniques and add a good visual to your portfolio? If you are, see you after the intro. Welcome back. If you want to download those assets to follow along, please check the links in the description. And side note guys, this tutorial for mid-weight designers who have a decent knowledge of Photoshop, so I won't be explaining every detailed step. So let's start. Hey guys, welcome to the screen record. Let's hit Ctrl+N to create new document. The width will be 2048 pixels, same width and height. Resolution will be 72 for anything that will be displayed on screen. The color mode will be RGB, and let's hit create. Now let's start by bringing our first element. Go to file, place embedded. I have a shortcut key F3. I'm going to use it for starting from now, but I'm going to show you the first step. Go to file, place embedded. Okay, choose the first drink. Now if you want to scale from the center, hold Alt, click and drag, and you are scaling it up or down from the center. Enter to confirm. Again, go to file, place embedded, but now I'm going to use my shortcut. Okay, let's choose the rocket engine here, make it a little bit bigger using the same shortcut. Okay, position it here is good. We want to duplicate it on the other side. Hold Alt, click and drag. Okay, and it is duplicated. I think this size is good. Now we want to group all those three layers. Choose the first, hold Shift, choose the third. Now it is all selected. Ctrl+G to group. Don't forget to organize your file and grouping your elements, especially if you are sharing the open file with a client or a colleague. Ctrl+T and rotate it a bit, yes, around 45 degrees. Hit enter to confirm, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, now let's place the stadium image. Hold Alt, click and drag to scale from the center. Drag it down. Yes, I think this is a good position. Move it below the group. Let's create new empty layer. B for the brush tool. Make sure the hardness is 0% and the opacity is 10%. We want to choose a color closer to the grass color. Hold Alt to get this eyedropper tool. Click once and make sure double click on the foreground and make sure the color is a little bit darker and desaturated. Hit OK to confirm. Change the blending mode to multiply and start adding some darkness to the foreground. Yes, we are going to add or subtract from it again along the tutorial, but this is good as a start. We are making the foreground darker to make sure the viewer's attention is focused at the center of the visual where the product is. Now let's position all the other elements and leave the detailing to the end. Okay, go to file, place embedded, choose the first fire. Okay, rotate it, make it smaller. Okay, hit OK to confirm. Change the blending mode to screen. Grab the other one, 2 at each nozzle. Yes, make it smaller. Yes, I think this is a good position. We can change its position along the way, but this is good as a start. I'm going to speed up the other two. In the next steps guys, we are going to add shadows to the can, and when you are adding shadows, try to have at least 2 types of shadows. The first is the contact shadows, which is harsh and dark, and the other type is the casted shadows, which is lighter and softer. Okay guys, welcome back. Next step will be adding shadows to the rocket engines here. Let's just choose the layer. A professional way to choose a layer by holding V to get this move tool. Make sure the auto select is unchecked. Hold Control, click on the layer you want to be chosen, and it is chosen automatically in your layer panel. Okay, now but we want the drink. Okay, let's create new empty layer and create a clipping mask. Hold Alt and hover between the two layers. Click once. Now we have a clipping mask. Okay, now let's hit B for the brush tool. Make the brush smaller by holding Alt and right mouse button. I'm going to mention the shortcut once because this is an intermediate level tutorial, so you know it once and you repeat it along the way. Okay, make it a little bit smaller. Right click, maybe the hardness is about 30%, the opacity 10% is good. Hold Alt to get the eyedropper tool. Double click on the foreground, make it darker and desaturated. Okay, a little bit more, and start brushing. Change the blending mode to multiply. Okay, this is good as a start. And now we are doing the contact shadows. Okay guys, R for rotate. Okay, and this will have an expanded shadow because it's not directly contacting the body of the drink. Okay, let's hit Ctrl+0, R, reset view. Now we have the shadows, the contact shadows. Let's see before and after. Yes, I think it needs a little bit more, so let's have another round. Before we continue guys, I just want to say thank you for all the support, and if you are new here, this channel is dedicated for junior and midweight designers who are looking to level up their skill set, learn new professional techniques and add a good visuals to your portfolio. So make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the new content. Let's continue. I think this is much better. Let's create a new layer and let's add the cast shadow, which will be softer. Let's make the brush bigger and the opacity 10%, same color. Change the blending mode to multiply, and let's start adding some strokes here and there. Yes, I think the effect is much better. Let's see before and after. Before, yes, I think we are going in the right direction. I'm going to replicate this effect on the other spaceship, so see you after. Okay guys, welcome back. Next step, we want to blend this highlighted area with the dark area on the can. Adding shadows at the edges of the rocket engine will help us in blending the two elements together and create more believable composite. Okay, now let's start doing this. Let's choose the spaceship layer. Let's create new empty layer. Again, create clipping mask by holding Alt. Click once. B for the brush tool. Let's have the same color in the foreground. Okay, to confirm, make it smaller. Change the blending mode to multiply. Okay, and let's have a 5% opacity, and let's start brushing. Yes, we want to make it darker. There is a lot of ways to do this step. Maybe we can do it with levels and use masks, or directly brushing a dark color above the surface of the spaceship. You can choose however you want. At least what is important to get the effect. Okay guys, I think we are going in the right direction. Maybe a little bit more. This area is a little bit lighter. Okay guys, let's have some darker color here on the wings. Okay, yes, I think we are going in the right direction. Let's see before and after. Yes, it is blended very well. Now this is for direct contact. We want to add a little bit casted color. Let's use the same color change the blending mode to multiply, make it a little bit bigger, and give it some stroke to darken this area a little bit to have a better effect. Let's see before and after. Maybe this is too much. Let's reduce the opacity. Okay, I think we are going the right direction. I'm going to replicate this effect on the other side. See you after. Welcome back, guys. Let's see before and after. Yes, I think we are going the right direction. I added one extra step for this wing because I was not satisfied about the contact shadows. I added a simple layer style drop shadow. That's it for today, guys. See you in the next chapter.